everybody? Welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having an incredible day. To start things off, all across the cryptocurrency community, there's a buzz once again about an altcoin season, but it may not only be current market participants driving the current surge in altcoins. Google Trends shows that the search queries for altcoins have reached their second highest point in all of 2020. But what does this mean for the cryptocurrency market? Altcoins such as Chainlink, Tezos, and Compound have been on fire over the last several days. As Bitcoin trades sideways, boredom may be causing a flood of interest to enter the altcoin market. Even longtime crypto market underperformers like XRP are beginning to show signs of a recovery. These alternative crypto assets have suffered for nearly 4 full years in terms of both their US dollar and BTC value. Altcoin holders who bought the top of the crypto bubble had to watch not only the entire market collapse, but Bitcoin rise again without altcoins. Bitcoin's 2019 rally left alts in the dust, causing the assets to bleed out on their Bitcoin ratios. Most assets revisited all-time lows in Satoshis, the lowest measurement of Bitcoin. It's taken all the way until now for alts to show even the smallest glimmer of hope. This is a very weird post, and it only got there, and it only got the industry talking about alt season. Altcoin seasons are periods of overperformance against Bitcoin. These phases can result in multi-1,000% rallies against the leading cryptocurrency by market cap. It's what a lot of people have been waiting for. The current alt season was kickstarted due to a fall in Bitcoin dominance, but it could also be the result of new investors interested in the asset class once again. I think a large part of it has to do, remember months ago I said one of the fraction of catalysts for an alt season is Bitcoin not doing much. The longer Bitcoin trends sideways and goes down a little tiny bit and goes up a fraction of a number and then goes back down and continues trading sideways. We've even seen this before in many other instances, especially even last year in 2018 as well, and the beginning of this year as well. Whenever Bitcoin doesn't really do that well, because normally we know Bitcoin as the cryptocurrency market magnet. And when Bitcoin goes up, everything else goes up. When Bitcoin goes down, everything else also goes down. However, people are looking for other ways of making money during the last couple of months, whether it be because of 19 or simply just because people are trying to find some different way to make money. A lot of different altcoins have been performing exceedingly well. And then over the last 2 months, between Chainlink, Tezos, Compound, Cardano, Hoopadoop, and all the other coins out there, they've been really surging, and I think it's I assume it's taken some people by surprise, but once again, this is how you start a bull rally. According to Google Trends data, search queries for altcoins have risen to the second highest level this year. This could be a sign that not only is interest returning to the crypto market to more exotic coins, okay? It could also signal that new money is coming in. That's exactly what it means. For those of you who do not know or understand what crypto vanity is, it has to do with, this came about in around 2014, 15, 16. Everyone back then was told or knew to only purchase Bitcoin, as many other altcoins came out, and we had around a good 30 to 40 altcoins only. We didn't have this 10,000 altcoins. We had a very finite amount. People realized that it was more difficult for them to spend $200 to buy an entire Bitcoin, and it was a lot easier to spend $2 to buy an entire Litecoin, or to buy 50 Litecoin, because it was a lot cheaper. Same exact time many other coins started coming out, and this became a real issue, air quotes, in 2017, as Bitcoin had started rising rapidly in price, and by the time it was around a good 6, 7, 8, 9,000 US dollars, not many people were willing to spend 8, 9,000 on a single coin. However, many other cryptocurrencies that were a lot less expensive, maybe around 14 cents, $3. If you had $1 to put in, you were able to then brag to other people, well, I don't have 0.261 Bitcoin, but I do have 14,000 of that other coin. Wow, that sounds amazing. I also want 14,000 of that. And this is in part what caused the cryptocurrency market to completely skyrocket. It was the idea that, and I'm sure a lot of you, if you were here around that time, you remember when I started saying when XRP was half a cent and I said, I'm pretty sure it's going to go over $1. This caused a bit of a frenzy in other coins as well, because everyone also said, hey, wait, that coin is also a cent and can also go to $1. Let me buy into it. And once again, for those of you who were not here, a lot of people actually believed, because I think math just doesn't work. They believed, for instance, like imagine a world where Cardano goes to $9,000 per coin. Sounds ridiculous because, you know, math. It would be worth more than the entirety of circulating money going around the planet. Not the exact number, of course, but you understand kind of what I'm saying. A lot of people believed that coins that were trading for cents would eventually become worth $1. And then the discussion became $10 and then $100. Well, I think this coin can actually go up to 5,000, similar to Bitcoin. Why can't lumens go up to 5,000? And that's what started this entire frenzy. And it started, I mean, find the articles. Everything I've said the last 2 weeks is just, I feel like I'm time warped back to 2017, because it starts out with altcoins. It's the altcoins that go completely insane. Bitcoin starts rising a little bit more, but every time Bitcoin rises, the altcoins go berserk. But by the time we end up having these crazy multi-1,000% rallies, what's the saying? Nope, that's not a saying. The point is, you can't really tell these people who made 30,000 over the course of a 3-week period that their coin is garbage. And they start telling other people, you know, we don't have a lot of work. I haven't really had to go to work. I haven't really had to do so-and-so. I'm thinking of taking a vacation. I'm thinking of doing so-and-so. Where are you getting this money from? And they start telling their friends, well, I put my money into that coin, and this is what does it. I was wondering if this was going to happen 2 or 3 or 4 months ago when I started telling everyone in February that I was getting those messages once again from friends and family members. How do I put money into crypto? What's a Bitcoin? Why do I keep hearing about this? And I was like, why are they hearing about these things as the market wasn't really recovering? For those of you not looking at the screen, it says Bitcoin daily chart indicates crucial bullish breakout towards 10,000 US dollars. It says Bitcoin tests 9,500. Altcoins dominance on the rise. All season? Question mark. This one says EOS price analysis, bulls likely aiming $3 or higher. This one says why top analyst predicts an altcoin rally on Ethereum, on key Ethereum breakout. And this one says this confluence of bullish factors shows XRP could rally to 21 cents. And I made sure to include this because for those of you not looking at the screen, the website is called News BTC. And the fact that they sprinkled any type of goodness on top of XRP just shows that there's a shifting mental trend probably within market. So as it stands right now, most of the cryptocurrency market is in green. You have a couple of coins that like really pumped by like 47, 85% over the last 2 or 3 days. They're currently down a little smidge because, you know, markets don't go up forever. However, in that same exact note, we are currently in a space where there is very little negativity about prices, and there are a lot of people believing that prices are going to continue on this way. No one knows for certain. However, as you'll see in the next couple of stories, there's a huge amount of interest in the cryptocurrency market, and people are going to make money in different ways within the cryptocurrency space, and that is going to propel a lot of other coins a lot higher. Next up, open interest in Binance futures rose 180% in June compared to May, from $220 million to 580 million, I guess it's USDT, but it's the equivalent of $1. Binance concluded that this might anticipate an increase in Bitcoin volatility. Binance released its monthly report discussing the activity of its futures trading platform. While trading volume declined compared to May, open interest almost tripled. Last month, trading volume on Binance futures dropped by 36% from May to $87 billion traded in contracts. That's a lot of money. 87, anyway, the daily average volume was 2.9 billion, down 34% from May. Bitcoin's low volatility might explain the decline in trading volume. The oldest cryptocurrency hasn't been dormant this much since October 2019, according to the crypto exchange. Despite the decline in volumes, open interest surged 180%. This might point to increased demand for more exposure-driven activity on Binance futures, i.e., traders are interested in holding the positions rather than profit from the short-term fluctuations. I don't have the other article. Do I have it? Nope, don't have it here. There's also a huge amount of interest in the CME and also in backed futures as well. It could simply be because of the consolidation or sideways movement in Bitcoin's price that people are kind of like, okay, we got to make money in some sort of way. So they're simply holding their positions or opening more positions or finding more interest in either altcoins or other Bitcoin derivatives and or options and contracts and stuff like that across multiple other platforms. But it still shows that there's a huge amount of interest. If you don't think 87 billion just on Binance is a lot just for Bitcoin contracts, that's an insane number. And we all know that there are many other platforms as well that are also doing this. So just imagine cumulatively how much money is flowing through the system. It's nice to have this energy flowing through the air once again. A bit annoyed knowing that the market should be higher, and I guess them not really pricing in these numbers, but things are potentially looking up. In everywhere news for today, I don't know what caused this to be popular everywhere news. The Australian comedian Jim Jeffries revealed that he bought one Bitcoin at $10,000 on Robinhood just for a laugh. The Australian stand-up comedian and talk show host Jim Jeffries revealed that he bought one Bitcoin for $10,000 from the crypto trading platform Robinhood just for a laugh. In a June 30th episode of Jeffries' podcast, I Don't Know About That, Jim revealed to Invest Diva, Kiana Daniel, that he was slightly more informed about cryptocurrency than his comedy team apparently knew. His podcast staff typically select topics that comedians have little or no knowledge of. The well-known stand-up comedian revealed that he owns one Bitcoin. He said that he bought it just as a bit of a laugh on Robinhood just to see what crypto is all about. The Australian-born comic said he currently owns $9,600 worth of Bitcoin, but Daniel determined Jeffries hadn't yet transferred his token to his wallet. And of course, not your keys, not your Bitcoin. Jim Jeffries holds more Bitcoin than the tech billionaire Elon Musk. Okay, this was also, a lot of other websites had this as the actual title of their thing. Right here. It says that Jim Jeffries holds more Bitcoin than Elon Musk, who confirmed earlier this year that he has Bitcoin holdings of around 0.25 BTC. Earlier, comedian Bill Burr had expressed his interest in investing in Bitcoin as well. Right. Exactly. Yeah, I know. I got it. I know. I got it. Stop. I got it. Stop. I got it. I know. Yeah, this was the news. This was the news that was everywhere. Why this was the news that was everywhere is maybe simply because it has to do with Elon Musk, or that he owns more than Elon Musk. There was another article, I kid you not. The main photo was a guy dressed in like a very schnazzy suit. Like, I mean, like it looked expensive, holding his cufflinks and putting it on. And he looked like he was money. And it was like, this Australian owns more Bitcoin than Elon Musk. And I was like, this feels like clickbait. Is it clickbait? I feel like it's clickbait. And I clicked on it and I was like, it's clickbait. And I started seeing the other articles pop around and I was like, oh, it's because someone on the planet bought Bitcoin. Wow. I know. Crazy, right? I know. Insane. That's your news. That's everywhere news. I feel like I've heard the name Jim Jeffries before, but I probably couldn't tell you what he's been in. But I'm happy he owns crypto. That's wonderful for him. I hope he gets his money's worth. Let's move on. Next up, in also crazy obvious news, in a 7th of July interview with predecessor Jim Newsom, current chairman... Geez, hold on. Oh gosh, that was terrible. Current chairman of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, Heath Tarbert, ran down a list of pending concerns standing between cryptocurrencies and the long-awaited promised land of regulatory clarity. Tarbert was careful to outline the distinction between the work of the CFTC and the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission. The determination of whether a digital asset is a security is the sole province of the SEC. Logically, if their determination is that it's not a security, then we can start taking it under our own purview. Unlogically, he continued, once you start seeing more clarity on whether something is or is not a security, you will start seeing more futures listed on digital assets. But the issue is, remember, this sounds relatively similar to the other story that we had before, where other cryptocurrency people were like, yeah, we're simply moving to other places, is that we're not going to get regulatory clarity anytime soon. They've been talking about regulatory clarity since 2017. Part of the issue is, and I get it, I understand, I get it. No. It should not take more than a week, and dare I even say a month, to be able to determine if a cryptocurrency is going to be labeled as a security or a commodity. It doesn't really take that much, especially as the SEC, remember that really confusing for those of you who were not here. The SEC last year released a list of what it takes to be an actual security for a cryptocurrency coin. And even they announced that they didn't really properly understand the thing that they had set forth, because it does not make a lot of sense. This also, immediately ties into, this is why we've seen a huge amount of coins announcing that they're soon going to have private transactions, or we have a little, like a pseudonymous thing kind of going on right now where people are launching new coins and they don't really say who they are, or, all that interesting stuff going on, especially on DeFi platforms. Because no one wants to deal with this. It's complete nonsense. I created something that is meant to be used by people all around the world as a free way to use their money. And then you have to sit and file 5,000 pieces of paper and wait 3 years to see if what you created happens to fall under the jurisdiction of an office or a building, in another country. It's really weird because I think technology has moved far beyond anything that I think regulators, banks, maybe even people in power, and I use that term very loosely, as anyone in power, has really been able to understand. Like, it just doesn't... I wonder what the world will be like in 15 to 20 years, because all of these agencies won't really have an actual place. Like, imagine a world... No? I don't... Currently, Bitcoin and Ether are both classified as commodities in the US, which is why futures contracts are both are legally available in the country. Wonderful. In the case of Ether, only since May. It took them 4 years to declare that Ether was a commodity. What takes 4 years to do? Tarbert expressed interest in expanding this roster both today and in the past, but that remains an open question which will never, ever be answered. Ever. While Tarbert noted that it's critically important that the United States lead in technology, especially in blockchain technology, he was not satisfied with the country's current framework. In response to a question from Newsom as to whether the U.S. was leading in the world regulation, he said, "I don't think that I can say that we're a leader from a regulatory standpoint." He said, "I do think we're a leader from the technological standpoint." That's also false. Just based off of complete logic, just looking at how things are currently going. It's really weird. This is the second story that we've had in a short span of time where even people within the regulatory community are like, hey, maybe we should have some type of regulations. I'm not expecting any of this to actually go through for the next couple of years. If we get any news or indication that about Litecoin, XRP, Lumens, Cardano, or EOS, only coins I can think of that seem the most not relevant, but the most likely. Any type of regulatory clarity about those 5 coins within the next 2 years, I was gonna even say by the end of this year, it's 2 years, I would be shocked by lightning, completely shocked, because they have no interest in doing all of this, and the rest of the world is simply gonna, you know what's gonna happen. Anyway, that's that news, and let's move on. Next up, peer-to-peer Bitcoin exchange, Paxful, alongside OKEX, another crypto exchange, and over-the-counter market firm based in Malta, have partnered. Hold on. No idea what's going on today. Terrible. Have partnered to improve the Bitcoin market in Africa and reach more users on the continent. With this partnership, crypto users in South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, it says Kenya in Africa, where else would Kenya be? And other continents, what? Would be able to access crypto services more easily and top up their OKEX account through Paxful's virtual kiosks. Jay Howe, OKEX CEO, said in a statement that with the Paxful partnership, they would be able to reach more users in developing regions using Paxful's existing infrastructure and payment options and give them exposure to the benefits of OKEX's advanced technology and diversified product suite. It has been made easy that anybody can sign up and get registered to start a virtual kiosk on Paxful, enabling Bitcoin market improvement partnership and put together further. Okay, so I guess it is patting themselves on the back at this point. I wish they had elaborated a little bit more on the actual partnership as far as like what their moves are going to be within Africa and other continents. Because I've said time and time again, even Jack Dorsey has come forward saying it. It's the other continents that don't have a huge amount of, what's the words? Economic inclusion, as they've been shut out of the economic world by SWIFT and other controlling countries. And as such, they are ripe for cryptocurrencies to really help them create their own economies and really help them stand out from the rest of the world. Like imagine economically how different the world would be if South America and Africa and Southeast Asia adopted Bitcoin or announced any countries that they would be using Bitcoin as their peg for their new currency. We are currently in possession of 25,000 Bitcoin, and we are going to create a new currency based exclusively off of how much Bitcoin that we have. Not only would Bitcoin skyrocket, but the economic prowess and strength of that country would completely go through the moon. So let's hope that this actually works, not only for the adoption of crypto and Bitcoin, but more just I'm hoping. Like I have a very strong, have a bucket of hope, a tub of hope, have a room full of hope that there's going to be one country who's really just not doing well economically, who either is currently taking the steps to understanding what Bitcoin is, potentially thinking of taking the steps to adopting Bitcoin, and I guess the room full of hope really comes down to a country going, our currency is garbage. Terrible. We've done such a bad job. We see the future prospects because we've heard the other really rich people talking about how high Bitcoin could go. Imagine if us, started accumulating Bitcoin in an effort to make our country the richest country on the planet, and then they did so. I feel like this is a fantasy or a movie or like a short film that's never going to get created. But how nice would it be It's nice that we have seen adoption in other continents as far as cryptocurrency adoption. I do hope that it continues. I do hope that there are more people around the world who continue to educate people as to what cryptocurrencies are and ways of getting out of mega inflation. You know, when you have $100 trillion bill, Bitcoin looks a lot more attractive. Anyway, good job to Paxful and OKEX. And let's hope that all this stuff really continues momentum-wise because you know, let's move on. In oh my gosh news, what is going on? But this, listen. This is 2017 all over again. Listen, imagine we're in 2017 and listen to this story. Dogecoin, yeah, I know. That is DOGE coin. Some people call it Doggy coin. Has been on a heck of a rally over the past few days. Crypto Slate data shows that from its price on Sunday of a fourth of a penny on Sunday, the meme cryptocurrency has rallied over 100%. The altcoin trades at just a smidge under half of a penny at the time of writing, but has reached as high as half a cent on the 7th of July. What's fascinating about this isn't Dogecoin's past performance. It's what triggered the brunt of the rally. It's the app, it's the facial recognition app known as TikTok. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, or if you do know what I'm talking about and you're in the loop, good job. Users of the social media application, which has grown to become one of the most famous in the world, has created the so-called Dogecoin TikTok challenge. The premise of the challenge is to get everyone on TikTok to buy Doge, thus increasing the price of the cryptocurrency by hundreds, maybe thousands of percent. Hope everyone is still in 2017. Someone said, if this ever hit $1, I'd be loaded. Everyone invests. He says, everyone invests so we can all get rich. Hashtag duet, hashtag Dogecoin, hashtag can't stop us all. Different generation. The hashtag for this challenge has hundreds of thousands of views. The TikTok challenge has spurred YouTuber Jake Paul, Bloomberg, Barstool, what is that? Dave Portnoy, Chemstar, are these people? Gizmodo, and many other entities with large audiences to talk about Dogecoin as well. It's a level of mainstream popularity that crypto hasn't really seen. Here we go. Hasn't seen since 2017 or 2018. The idea always is, I can't afford an entire Bitcoin. I don't want half a Bitcoin. And this is why people, if you understand the significance of even owning a tenth of a Bitcoin, nonetheless 10 million Satoshis, then you are one of the lucky ones, my friend. A lot of people don't get this, and I don't think they want to get this. Everybody wants another coin that they think will potentially skyrocket in price. You know how long I've been in crypto? You know how long we've had the discussion that Dogecoin was going to go to $1? It's been a millennia. It's been a very long time. For those of you who also don't know, the craziest part, my arms are stretched. The craziest part of all of this, the creator of Dogecoin doesn't even like Dogecoin. He created Dogecoin as a joke. It was a complete meme. He created it because there was Bitcoin and Litecoin and this coin and that coin. So he created a coin with a Shiba Inu on it. That's the little adorable dog on it. And he kind of, after a couple of months, was like, yeah, okay, it was kind of fun. The momentum that built around Dogecoin months after it got created, people were writing petitions to try and get Amazon to accept it. People thought that we were close to eBay accepting Dogecoin as an actual currency. I had a lot of friends whose goal was to acquire 100 million Dogecoin. 100 million. And the idea that it was very soon, back in, 2014 or 15, that it was going to go to $1 and they'd become millionaires. We've had this discussion for a very long time. However, the interesting part is that it usually always leads once again into some type of an altcoin rally. It always is exactly the same. And I think we're going to have the same exact discussion once again in 2024. I know it's going to happen. I can feel it. It's no surprise then, here we go, that other crypto projects are attempting to capitalize on this hype. The latest one in the ring, can you guess? Don't look at the screen. Can you guess which coin is trying to hype themselves up on social media to get their price to rise? I think one person said it. I think I heard one person saying it. It's Tron. There's no doubt that Tron and its founder, Chinese entrepreneur Justin Sun, are big on social media. Sun's personal social media pages and the company accounts, yes, there are many, are rife with content. For those of you who were not here last year or the year before, Justin Sun used to post about 38,000 times a day across social media. Over exaggeration, it was about 7 or 8 times per day on Twitter. Trying to boost Tron and talking about how amazing Tron was, and Tron was going to do this, and Tron was going to go crazy, and Tron's going to go completely insane in price. And then around the time when the SEC was like, hey, what are you guys doing? And they were like, are you a security? Are you a security? Because part of the security tag comes from people are buying your coin with an expectation of profit. If you own or run a company, Tron Foundation, there's a head of this company, Justin Sun, and you are trying to push and or promote your cryptocurrency to other people, Tron, and it could be labeled a security, well, then you are selling an unlicensed security or trying to get other people around the world, especially those within the US who do not have the right to do so, to buy an unlicensed security under your company. So a lot of that poof, he wasn't talking as much on social media, but apparently, times they are changing. They've stuck with traditional venues thus far: Twitter, Instagram, Weibo, YouTube, and the like. But according to Sun, as of the 7th of July, the project is now focusing on more TikTok content. Just wonderful. Your coin has to actually do something for it to go up in price. It's not just hype that's going to get your coin to skyrocket. Adding that he thinks Tron videos will go viral. This makes me almost want to make a TikTok. No. I don't think I have to, because I'm pretty sure people upload them to other platforms. I want to see all the videos that they're going to make to try and make Tron go viral, because my brain is cringing even thinking about what they could come up with. He said, starting today, we'll focus on more TikTok content. Stay tuned for hashtag Tron videos going viral, hashtag Tron at TikTok_us. Love it. Although Tron could see an influx of mainstream popularity with the right TikTok trends and campaigns, the effect of social media platform had on Tron or Dogecoin's price may be a one-time thing. No one is really building on Dogecoin. No one's really going to use Dogecoin. I wouldn't be. 2020's been a very crazy year. At this point, I'm going to take that back, because I wouldn't be surprised if Amazon was like, we looked into it and Dogecoin is our coin. Something crazy enough like that could totally take place. However, understand that pumps and dumps are very big things. I was shocketh when I found out that there were YouTubers who were also joining in on this this little pump fiesta. If the goal is to get to $1, that means the thing afterwards, immediately after, comes a dump. Everyone has reached their target goal and prices would slam down. So the fact that other prominent people were talking about pumping this coin, this is not BitConnect, but it is BitConnect adjacent. There are a lot of these things flowing around right now. My actual goodness, if you know, please, for the love of heaven, if you understand what a real cryptocurrency is, if you understand the meaning and use case and fundamentals behind Bitcoin, Litecoin, and dare I even add in Ethereum, XRP, and all the other real cryptocurrencies, and you see any of your friends, because it's happening. It's happening. It's happened to me a couple times. If your friend's asking you about this brand new coin that you hear immediately is not a coin, let them know, warn them that it is going to be pumped, or it is either not real, or they are going to lose their monies. This is the most popular thing right now. It says crypto asset goes viral as TikTok users plan coordinated pump. Dogecoin volumes spike. That's adorable. Is that an Easter egg? It's adorable. Look at this little pause. Dogecoin volumes spike 1,900% in 2 days amid viral TikTok videos. This one says Dogecoin price jumps over 20% over viral TikTok video. Dogecoin rally runs into massive weekly resistance as half a cent holds the key. I mean, what a year, if nothing else. Dogecoin has had many pumps. If you actually take a second to go look at Dogecoin's, what's it called? Prices over the years. There's always these moments that re-pop up. This is why I think I'm sensing an altcoin bull rally-esque thing that's going to be taking place, because it's far too familiar. This is all, I've said it 1,000 times, and I really don't care at this point. It's 2017 all over again. A lot of people are buying up altcoins. A lot of people are looking for ways to make money on the side. But when these gains happen, when people start making 57% a day, and I made 189% over the course of 3 or 4 days, other people get interested. What did you get into? And other coins start pumping, and then eventually we get to the crypto promised land where everything is going ballistic. But just make sure after those ballistics are done firing that you understand or know or have a number set in your head when you plan on fleeing to safety, is what I will say. As always, a very special thank you to my Patreon supporters. Bolero Bastos, Crayola Michelle, URL, On Crypto with Lionel, Tigara Macho Nisa, Bake Me a Cake, Arfmedic17, Anytime Fitness, Monks Corner Staff, Bodie McBoatface, Yes to Crypto, Miller Hitch Test Every Day, and Kyle Skips Leg Day, Minting Coins, Jeremy Fox, Jim Gardner, Anthony Charles, Nick Mangialavodi, Paxis, Vlad the Impaler, Richie Rich 3, Nick Kanaya, Setsuna Damien, Crypto Artist, Coldy 3D, Bankroll Network, Crypto Joe, 242 to the World, Wise Night Owl, Jared Schneider, Master Ventures in Thailand, Mo Hermaroni, Adam Graysick, Todd Mullis, Bibliophobia, The Animal Reader, John Sarson, Nostromo, Martin Storio, Joshua Vineyard, Moonman High, XRP, Utopia 569, Oscar Maldonado, Attila the Han, David James, and Professor Wally from Gunbot University. Thank you all very, very much for your support. At the moment, where is it? Bitcoin is currently up by 1 point. Nope, where is it? Come on, stop, stay. There we go. Bitcoin is currently up by 1.2%. It is at 93.86. Ethereum is up by 2%. XRP is up by 3%. Cardano is down by 6%. That rally was maybe a little bit too strong. If Bitcoin is back up, I assume Cardano will do the same. But to be fair, we rallied a lot. It's now the number 6 coin from number 11. Gotta at least give it that. Oh, wow, Litecoin's number 8. Crypto.com token is number 10 now. Fascinating development. Many of the altcoins are up. Stellar's up by 17%. Tron is up by smidge under 6%. Ethereum Classic is up. Dogecoin is still up by 13%. Yeah. Let's see what happens as the week draws to a close. Fascinating either way. A lot of interesting developments within the space. I do hope that you all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope that it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all, every single one of you, once again, for watching and or listening. Wow, wrong word. And or supporting the channel in any way that you might be able to do so. You're all amazing. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.